Her body was found in Adams County, Colorado. 19 years old Natalie Bollinger left her family behind, grieving with questions.
New details tonight about the murder mystery of 19-year-old Natalie Bollinger. According to the arrest report obtained by Denver 7, the suspect claims Natalie had a role in her own death.
Let's find out today's murder mystery: who killed Natalie? I'm your host, Uzair Sipra, and welcome to another episode on the shocking mystery on The Mirror. Natalie was known for her kind heart and generosity. She once showed compassion to a homeless man, Sean Schwartz, but their interaction took a dark turn when he began stalking her. As being homeless, he didn't have this opportunity for ages that someone would truly care about him. But it turned quite the opposite when Natalie started to realize he wanted to get closer and closer, as he knew where she is living, where she lives, where she works, and what time she gets out and get back home, etc. Having this fear of being stalked, she started to have some distance, but this made Sean upset and his behavior became more aggressive. Natalie felt trapped and fearful. She tried everything to distance herself from him, but eventually had to file restraining orders against him. Desperate for help, she turned to social media, posting about her ordeal on Facebook. Her friends and family were shocked by her plea for safety. And if you put yourself in the shoe of Sean, you might know how much he has been lonely over the years and hungry for respect and love, what he got from Natalie and no one else could give him.
I needed a friend, and I couldn't get people to understand I needed a friend in person.
The dark moment when Natalie's body was found on December 29, 2017. Schwartz became an immediate suspect due to his history with Natalie. However, despite intense questionings by the police, they couldn't gather enough evidences against him and let him walk away. There is a twist to this story when Natalie's boyfriend discovers that not only Natalie is missing, but his Glock is gone too. He reports to the police.
My girlfriend got a protection order against this man who's been stalking her for quite some time, and I came home and she's missing.
So this is how the police arrested Sean. Sean was scared, looked heartbroken, and denied everything. As Sean was released, he made himself a self-explanatory video and posted on YouTube so people can believe in him.
It's kind of an important thing to save evidence. It's important to save information when there's somebody at risk, because if something happens to them, and she was high risk. She was a heroin addict who had gone through sexual abuse at the hands of her dad, and her ex-boyfriend was threatening to kill himself still.
But who would buy his words? Next day, a hiker discovered Natalie's body near a farmhouse, and he called 911. When it became a news to the locals again, yeah, you're right, everybody knew who did it. It was Sean. Of course, Sean also knew about this news and the reaction of the locals against him. To testify himself again, poor Sean went live on Facebook saying he maybe look weird, but he's not a killer. You know, the community. But nobody was buying his words again. But this actually led even worse to have local media around him. At this moment, Sean didn't know how to react or shield himself against all these accusations, but something he knew only the way to come out of this mess was to announce again live that he's gonna kill himself.
I was, even without the things that all these people did to me over her, losing her as a friend was the last straw, and I was suicidal starting when I left Virginia.
When police knew about his live stream over the Facebook through the locals, they detained Sean and sent him to the psychiatric treatment. During his wellness check, he got panicked and attacked some of the police officers. For that, he was again arrested, but after some time, with no solid evidences and leads, police had to release him, as well as they cleared his name, which of course shocked everyone. Let's find out who killed Natalie. It turned out Joseph Lopez had responded to a Craigslist ad titled, "I want someone to kill me."
Shannon, we now know this man, Joseph Lopez, is charged with first-degree murder, accused of shooting Natalie Bollinger in the head.
The affidavit states Lopez says he contacted Natalie after seeing a Craigslist ad titled something to the effect of, "I want to put a hit on myself." It states he used a fake hitman persona and agreed to meet her and kill her with her own gun.
As detectives dug deeper into Natalie's phone's record months later, after finding no leads with Schwartz initially, they discovered an unsaved number that appeared hundreds of times with messages exchanged between these two parties.
The arrest affidavit gives new information about how police tracked down Joseph Lopez, who texted back and forth with Natalie 111 times the day she disappeared.
As you can imagine, a 19-year-old social media or phone, there's a lot of data there.
The person behind this number eventually confessed under interrogation. Not only did he know Natalie, but also admitted being present at her death scene. This ordinary guy responding perhaps naively without realizing what exactly it until too late. He shot Natalie using Joseph Marino's gun near McIntosh Dairy Farm, leaving behind nothing but except sorrow and unanswered questions haunting everyone involved, including those closest, like family members, left wondering why justice seems elusive even today, years later, still grappling over how such tragedy unfolded right before their very eyes. Joseph Lopez pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, receiving 40 years imprisonment, though many felt justice wasn't fully served given circumstances surrounding the case. That's it. A big request to my beautiful audience, please take good care of yourself and your surroundings. Caring and saving one life is like saving the whole humanity. Do not let, please, fall anybody. Do whatever you can to save someone. Time always shows its turbulences and air pockets during our life journey. Finally, if you have your own story and you want to share with me, you can find me on my Instagram, which is Uzair.Sipra. I am also active on TikTok by Mr. Uzair Sipra. Until next time.